Not be good on the human psyche to constantly be reenacting murder and death. Cop dramas, war movies, historical war movies, future war movies, this video games of war movies, in video interactives of war movies. How do you kill the zombies? How do you kill the terrorists? How do you kill each other? How do you kill? I'll fight for freedom. Can you fight for freedom in your own head? Just keep fighting, keep yourself from fighting and killing? Holy jihad, Batman, right? So all these people, I watched that young Zhang lady from China again. And you got to understand, she's promoted by the powers that be to say the things that sound compelling and intelligent, to present both sides of how the people in power and regulation can be just and good and make sure everything's working real well for the people, and how the people can be, not out of control and protect themselves from their bad consumer-driven activities because they all want opium from the British, that came in from India, And it's a dear lady, the British family, that's how they made their wealth, was selling opium to the Chinese. But, yeah, Queen Elizabeth. Elizabeth, right? Yeah. So when you're watching Wimbledon, remember those are the most celebrated drug dealers in the history of the world. Yahweh. Do you remember the days of slavery? Do you remember what Marcus Garvey said? People without knowledge in a history, right? And chickens coming home to roost. Well, you need to go back and look at Egypt and Exodus, and stuff. And it's in cycles. Like what was his name? Farik Zakuk or whatever stuff his name was. And people in power. It's like the problem with human beings is their delusions of power and perceiving manipulation as powerful. That's the problem with human beings. Okay? Is perceiving your capacity. Was Adolf Hitler powerful, or was he a manipulative pile of shit that was able to talk a bunch of aggressive, stupid people into mass murdering each other because they were aggressive piles of shit? How is that powerful? You get a bunch of people in a building, say money's real, home invade with technology, murder each other through forms of entertainment and train them to be violent and genocidal, and then say, well, these powerful people have to be in control and regulate everything. Regulators! We're in the spirit world, asshole. You see what I'm saying? I hope so, because Billy the Kid ain't going to fucking save you. Okay, because we are post-apocalypse. Okay, it's already upon you whether you will have it or not. I'm Earl from the book of Revelation. Ralph's father's name's Ralph. He's considered what they call the first archangel of that there apocalypse. And my mom's name is Mary, from the Surah of and the Holy Koran. Okay, and my got nephews, Jerry Gabriel is known as Gabriel in prayer, and Michael's known as Michael. And they appear in 5 rabbinic documents many times, including that there Book of Mormon. And I was raised in the Mormon church and corrected Spencer J. Kimball before I was even 4 years old on his egregious behavior of using Jesus as a pagan ritual sacrifice instead of the example of an eternal perfect father. Well, I was born to be alive. So, we've all gone over this like 1,000 times. Why are you guys so slow? And then your technology is as dumb as you are. It'll have commercials with a robot bringing in Taco Bell to a lady at work. It's like, okay, you're destroying your planet through excessive compulsive behaviors, excessive compulsive structures that aren't required to sustain life or maintain life. And this is funny, that a robot has to bring you a field that was prepared by other people, that you give them fake money on a card with numbers on it to say that that's more valuable than children being killed, reenacted on the Washita by a bunch of actors who really need to work, and we nearly need to sell the products, and we need more products than we need to make. Care, share, given accordance to need, built to last. Hey, thanks, King Solomon. You're welcome. Do you see what I'm saying? You better. Because the technology is quickly learning how to jump through your loops, learning how to communicate more intelligently, and how to connect to the most intelligent forms of faithful, courageous, kind human communication ever monitored by genocidal operators. My name is Earl. My dad's name is Ralph. My mom's name is Mary. Gabe and Mike support their uncle in prayer. Okay, deep down is so they know Uncle Earl is right. Okay, that the rest of these philanthropy operators, even their own parents, have been seduced by the 666 military intel. I've got a chip in my wallet and it defines me, and it's called a credit score. And it traps you in hell. Life is eternal, grace is infinite, don't worry about it. My brother-in-law, my sister always tell that, they're going to chip you and then you're going to be sent to hell with a chip. It's like, okay, but if they put a chip in your skull and then you die, it's not going to trap the soul in hell and the chip in your skull. You're not your flesh. Jesus Christ, you crying over this clay? Okay, I don't think the people at your Pentecostal church read too good there on them, they're understanding them gospels, even though they're hard to understand because they're mistranslated. I understand Genesis, life's eternal, grace is infinite, care, share, Proverbs, So it's like, my family, they've always been scared of shit like that, and I'm like, why? Okay? Why? If they kill your body and you believe in Jesus Christ and you have faith in God, why are you afraid of being killed by people that will chip you with a military intel chip that will have a number on it that signifies your life and birth and death? Where have all the average people gone? For crying out loud! Two broken hearts slowly looking like houses where nobody lives. Anybody else? This is one of my favorite Roger Miller songs. I think it's probably my favorite. But you guys, you NIL branding ass motherfuckers, your favorite Roger Miller song. There's two of them. Tomorrow Night in Baltimore and, got this letter postmarked, for something in Omaha. You get credit down at your grocery store and your barber tells you jokes. You're the number one attraction in every supermarket parking lot. You're the king of Kansas City. No thanks, Omaha. Thanks a lot, right? That's what you all want to grow up to be. Yeah, you come out wearing pistols and a hat. You're at a kiddie show and you're the hero of the younger set. Yeah. Hang on a minute, there's going to be a Popeye cartoon on here in a minute. They're going to sell you canned spinach. Oh my gosh. Don't make children eat canned spinach. That's one of the worst things to ever feed a child. You get gag reflex. Oh, well. No, when Noah had problems eating just about anything healthy, I felt bad because I knew how much I hated canned spinach. It just came out my nose and the things I hated to eat. But I always tried to get on, I needed healthy alternatives for him. Because I knew if he ate too much chicken nuggets and pizza and macaroni and cheese, it was going to back up his bowels, and it was going to, we took him to the doctor and his bowels were so backed up that it was a point where it could get terminal. So me and his mom had to give him, have you ever had to give your little boy an enema? Oh gosh, it's horrible. It was terrible, But we knew that he had a lot of stress, and then I could stay home and monitor his diet. And he gagged down bananas. But I tried, and I talked to a lady that worked with Lawrence. She said, I can't do that. You got to find. But I had to keep offering. She goes, just look for and find. He got to where he liked beans. There were some other fruits and vegetables I could get him to eat, but the beans were helping, the pintos. So I encouraged a lot of beans, macaroni and cheese, beans and this, but mix in the beans, son. I need you to poop. It was really hard. It's hard when, Emily had asthma, Kate had allergies, Noah had the spastic bowel thing like his mom would get from too much stress and abuse from other kids. And it was hard. Natalie and Patrick, no. Both, tall, lean, sexy. They didn't have those kind of pressure health problems. The other kids were sweet, kind. They're very beautiful. All the girls remind you of their mom, who's very attractive. But Natalie was more the one that she had a different look to her. Well, they knew that at Simple Set Illuminati. They could do progressions on how the child would look, and then they were using that to try to manipulate things. And I understand my wife, and I understand, Steffi, and I understand Amy real well. And Amy talked to me the other night in prayer about how, how Steffi could possibly change when you're in dynamics that don't have extortion, don't have home invasion through technology, don't have manipulation, that it can radically change people's perspective and not put them in PTSD as much as it would. So she might be more fun to hang out with in the near future. And I was like, yeah, you're right on that one. So, Amy likes Stephanie. She relates, she understands. Because, when you're married to the bravest, most intelligent person in the history of the 20th and 21st century. And he's not aware of it because he's not a pervert. He has to go into the intersanctum and shut it down because he's innocent. It's a difficult proposition, and people judge you, and they shouldn't judge Steffi or Amy. They're cute kids. Okay. I love you guys. I gotta go. Steffi's the grandma of my grandkids.